Sustainability, it's the new watchword of manufacturing, but putting it into practice requires more than just promises. For foundry Fritz Winter, it means innovation, lightweight design, and investment in research and development. I'm Rosanna Lockwood, and I'm in Davos, where I sat down with members of Fritz Winter's management team to find out what drives their business. We're joined now by Fritz Winter, a family heritage business from Germany, joined by Head of Plant Engineering and Environmental Protection, Markus Semmler, and Head of Research and Development, Thomas von Rett, here in Davos, Switzerland. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having us here.
Thank you.
No problem. We're going to talk a little bit about your vision, basically, for the future and how you operate Fritz Winter from an innovation perspective, and obviously with a lot of sustainability in mind. The World Economic Forum meets here in Davos on an annual basis, and sustainability is one of those topics that will just keep coming up again and again. And obviously, it's key for the UN as well. Let's start, though, by talking about the company. I've learned a bit about your heritage as a family business, but just explain in very simple terms, what is the core business? What are you providing?
So the core business is we are one of the largest family-owned or independent iron foundries worldwide. And we are supplying the automotive industry since 72 years now with powertrain products, so cylinder heads, cylinder blocks, and also with chassis parts, which is mainly brake discs and brake drums. And so we are doing, understanding ourselves as a full service supplier. So we are not only doing the manufacturing of the components, but we are also deeply involved in the development. And for some components like brake discs and brake drums, we can do the whole development on our own and then provide parts to our customers. And what we are doing, we are casting components. Obviously, this is our absolute core business. This is where we are coming from. And many years ago, we started also to machine our components, mainly on the chassis side, brake discs, so that we can provide finished products to our customers, which they take and put on their cars. And since, or in the future, in the near future, driven by the new Euro 7 regulations, we will also provide high-tech coating, hard metal coating on the brake discs. So you apply a ceramic coating with laser metal deposit welding on the brake disc, and this is also going to be a finished product we provide to our customers to fulfill the Euro 7 regulations.
Good you brought up regulations, because when it comes to manufacturing, I know it's under a lot of scrutiny. Manufacturing companies around the world to meet emissions targets, sustainability targets, and everything else like that. So tell me a little bit about what the process has been like for you at Fritz Winter in order sort of to
I think I want to head over to Markus, because he's responsible for the plant part of the business, on the product part of the business. Although, as we discussed before, this is also working hand in hand together nowadays, but probably this is something you should answer.
Yeah, we do have a very solid base, being a full service partner coming from the product side with quality in castings. But to fulfill the needs of the future, you need to understand that sustainability goals can only be achieved by putting sustainability thoughts at the front of the plant engineering and not trying to heal it at the back end. And that's been part of our new vision for the future, that we did understand and that we will walk on that path to be an integrated engineering partner, not only coming from the product side, also from the process side.
So what I'm picking up here is that when it comes to sustainability and thinking about moving with the times and adapting with regulation, but also for the better purposes of the planet and your customers, it's happening at the plant manufacturing side. It's also happening at the product side. So we'll jump around a bit. Let's go back to the products and hear a little bit more about what you do there. So you're taking orders for casting for the foundry, but you say you're working with design as well.
So the customer comes to us, they're developing a new engine. Again, now what we have in our development portfolio is like for the new Euro 7 emission regulations, they're doing new engine lines. They come to us, develop this engine design together with us to make it castable, but also to fit it into our sustainable processes, so that we are able to machine the component in terms of product-wise, so that we have an optimized product, but again, to have it optimized for production, to reduce the energy we have to put in, and also the waste, the water we need for iron casting, that this is also reduced to a very minimum, and make it a sustainable product. So one of the things we are always looking to, also with the new processes, is to make the product lightweight. So we developed a new process in casting, which is, from a sustainability point of view, really it has a lot of advantages, but also brings a lot of product advantages. So we can cast thinner walls, which makes the product more lightweight, which makes the truck more lightweight, reduces fuel consumption. But also, let's say if you go into passenger cars, if the engine is more lightweight, you have more comfort. So the lighter the car is, it's easier to steer, it's easier. So therefore we go into that direction as a holistic approach, actually.
Let's talk a little bit about the Fritz Winter vision on a sort of operational business, your global footprint. I understand you're not just based in Germany. You have other manufacturing plants as well. Give us a sense of the size of your operations and what they look like.
So the operation size is that we have 3,500 employees worldwide, and there are 3,200 working in Germany in our 2 plants. The portion of our R&D business is like 5% of this German workforce. So the center of competence for engineering and research and development is in Germany. So we are leading the whole engineering activities worldwide in Germany. And so like 150 plus engineers and technicians are working for engineering at Fritz Winter, which is, I think, quite a good quote, and which really also emphasizes the importance of research and development in our company.
It's good to know, and it's brought us back to Europe. So I want to finish this conversation by talking about the setting we're in, Davos, Switzerland. Of course, the setting for the World Economic Forum on an annual basis. This year they're meeting under the theme Cooperation in a Fragmented World. Obviously, the Ukraine war, pandemic, those types of topics will be top of the agenda. But just on a broad sense, I want to get an idea of your thoughts on that theme, the importance of cooperation, collaboration, perhaps from a public-private sector perspective. What have you noted?
Of course, the cost increase we experienced in the last year for energy and natural resources hit us really hard. I mean, obviously, casting iron is melting iron, so you need a lot of energy for that. And so this really hit us hard.
We have not been prepared for that kind of eruption which happened the last 2 years, to be honest. But like Thomas said, we navigated through it, and we also learned that smaller units, more dedicated units for the needs, can help to be a partner for our customers in the future as well, because you can support local supply chains from the incoming supply chain and the outgoing supply chain. And that definitely will help to get a better global footprint economically and also from an environmental standpoint.
It's been great talking to both of you, hearing a bit more about not only your global footprint, but what you're doing in terms of innovation, lightweight design, research and development, and sustainability at Fritz Winter. Head of Plant Engineering and Environmental Protection, Markus Simmler, and Head of Research and Development, Thomas von Rett. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We highly appreciate it.